Good morning and Jain students. This is Preeti Pandey, your history teacher. Now we are going to study our first chapter, which is tracing changes through 1,000 years. Okay. So what we'll study in this chapter? The things, the changes which happens in the duration of 1,000 years. We will study about that things. Okay. Now we are living in 2021. Have you ever imagined that how the people was living in year 1021? What was the thinking of that people? What was the language of that peoples which were living in 1021, 1000 before of this time? Okay. So all those things combinedly we will study in this chapter. Okay. Now some of the contents are given. These are the main topics of this chapter which we will discuss further on. So new and old terminologies, historians and their sources, new social and political group, regions and empires, old and new religions, historic. Okay, these are the 6 main points. Okay, these are the 6 main points which we will study in this chapter. New and old terminologies, historians and their sources, new social and political group, regions and empires, old and new religions, and historic. Okay, so these are the 6 main topics of this chapter. Now the introduction. The maps by Arab geographer Al-Idrashi, which was prepared in 1154, and French cartographer. So here is the word cartographer. Cartographer means a man who draws the map. Okay, जो मैप को बनाता है उसी को हम लोग कार्टोग्राफर बोलते हैं. So a French cartographer in 1720 give a large sketch of Indian subcontinent as known as earlier times. So you can see 1154, the map which was prepared by the Arab geographer Al-Idrashi, and in 1720 the map which was prepared by the French cartographer. They both were very different. Okay, that both maps were very different. Science of cartography, however, different in 2 time period. So by these things we will let you know that how the mentality, how the thinking of the people about our map of India has changed in the duration of 600 years. Okay, 650 years something it was, how that both the maps changed. Okay. So this is the Arab geographer Al-Idrashi who prepared the map, who draw the map of India in 1154. Okay, so this was the map. Okay, this is the map which was drawn by the Arab geographer Al-Idrashi. So here you can say this is our India and this is Sri Lanka. So according to him, at that duration of time, at that time period, India was looking like this. Okay, according to Arab geographer Al-Idrashi who draw this map of India, according to him, India was looking like this, and this is the Sri Lanka. This is similar to the present map of India? No, not alike. Okay, so now let me show you the other map which was drawn by the French cartographer in 1720. Okay, so here you can see, this is the map of India which was drawn by the Arab geographer, and this is the map of India which was drawn by the French cartographer. Okay, so have you ever seen that what is the difference between these 2 maps? This second map which was drawn by the French cartographer was little bit similar to our present map of India. Okay, but that map of India is not similar to our present map of India. So you can wonder, you can imagine that how the peoples, how the mentality, how the thinking of the people changed. Okay, for our India, how the India is looking, how the subcontinents of Asia is looking. Okay, so these are the some differences. So you all are clear with these points that how the map, how the mentality, how the thinking of the people for the map has been changed in the duration of 600 years. Okay, now this is our first topic, new and old terminologies. Okay, new and old terminologies. First of all, what does this means? The word terminologies. Okay, what does this word mean? Terminologies. So terminologies Terminology simply means that according to the language of the people, according to the duration of time, the meaning of the words also changed. Okay, the meaning of the words also changed according to the duration of time, according to the changing duration of time. Here are the some examples given. Okay, historical records exist in variety of languages. ओके ऑब्वियसली बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो हमें ये बताती हैं कि कैसे लैंग्वेज का भी डिफ्रेंशिएट हुआ हमारे चेंजेस, हमारा जैसे ही टाइम बीतता गया, जैसे ही अकॉर्डिंगली आवर टाइम ड्यूरेशन हैज़ चेंज्ड, द मीनिंग ऑल्सो चेंज्ड फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर वर्ड. The term Hindustan was coined by a Minhaj-e-Suraj, a chronicler who wrote in Persian for areas around Punjab, Haryana and the land between Ganga and Yamuna. Okay, so Minhaj-e-Suraj, who was the person who first gave India the name Hindustan, he was around the Punjab and he's Punjab and Haryana. He also saw that Ganga and Jamuna is the river between this both land. So he given the name Hindustan to the India. But according the time has changed, Babur used Hindustan to describe the subcontinent along with its flora and fauna. तो बाबर ने क्या किया, बाबर ने हिंदुस्तान का मीनिंग चेंज कर दिया. हिंदुस्तान मीन्स द सम लार्ज पार्ट्स ऑफ द एशिया, some large parts of the Asia continent with their flora and fauna. What do you mean by flora and fauna? Flora means plants and fauna means animals. Okay, so different species of plants and animals. Accordingly, combinedly, the large part of the continent Asia, including this both the things combinedly, he called India a Hindustan. Okay. इन 14th सेंचुरी पोएट आमिर खुसरो यूज द वर्ड हिंद. अब 14th सेंचुरी में हिंदुस्तान से फिर उन्होंने हिंद का नाम यूज कर दिया. ओके, इन हिंदी द टर्म परदेसी वॉज यूज टू डिस्क्राइब एन एलियन. इन पर्सियन इट वॉज कॉल्ड अजनबी. ओके, अब इन हिंदी, ओके, इन द लैंग्वेज हिंदी, परदेसी मीन्स alien. Okay, Pardesi means alien, like the people who are not of our region, who are not of our you can say who are not well known to us, they are called Pardesi. Okay, but in Persian, Pardesi means Ajnabi, stranger person. Okay, I will give you one examples also, like foreigner. Okay, at present time we call the peoples who are not of our country, who come from foreign, who belongs to the foreign countries, they are called foreigners. But in earlier time, in ancient time, the people were calling foreigner to the person who are not of their village, who are not of their city. So they were, if the people is coming, like we are living in Robertsganj and the people is coming from the Varanasi, in earlier time that people was called foreigner. Okay, like stranger, ajnabi. Okay, so the thinking, the level of thinking also changed with the duration of time. Okay, so these are the some new and old terminologies. Okay, right now at present time, what is the meaning of the word was totally different. In earlier time, the meaning of that words. So students, in this video we will study up to the new and old terminologies. The 5 topics which are left of this chapter, we will continue in the other video, in the next video. Okay, thank you and Jai Hind.